Good morning. Oh, I notice I've got the light set for almost a halo effect up there. Good morning, everyone. It is Ros Boundy here, Psychic Medium, in that role. And it's Wednesday, the 4th of March here in not very sunny Meningie, South Australia. It looks like it's actually going to rain, which will actually be quite welcome because we haven't had a good soaking for a little while. Now, good morning, Natasha. How are you? I've had a interesting morning making sure I've got this right this time because yesterday I had goofed with one of my scheduled weekly live streams, which I think, Natasha, you actually came in on. So that was all right. I had it going to this page, which it was meant to go to mytimetv.live, and it didn't. And it was fun trying to work out how to get it uploaded there as a video. Now, what I've got here is our cards. I'm just going to try and set that tray up a bit better. And we'll switch it around to actually do the daily card reading using the Lenormand deck. So here we go. And I'll show the deck that we're using to those who may be new to my daily live stream in the live or the recorded version, as in the replay for anyone watching the replay. That's the deck I use. It's the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, which is from Sarah Marchetti. Yes, it was an intimate group. Yeah, it really was the intimate group. It was a lovely little group, but it was only my Ros Boundy regulars mostly. Oh, well, a few others did pop in, which was lovely, but it was my mistake. I had put the wrong destination for the show, but that's okay. What we're doing here is our daily card reading. Oh, whoops, and I shall move the hypnosisplus.com.au is the site where you need to book if you want a more personalised reading. So I'm hoping that this is going out okay in quality because I've just noticed that drop just then. I'll mention it so I'll mark it for looking back to see whether the recording was okay too. What we've got, these things off. I did the wrong one. Whoops, I put it on instead of turn it off. Oh, one day. I'll just say I'm eccentric. Here we've got the first card is for the work energy. Then we've got the home energy. Up the top is the unexpected. What we have in number 4 is your role. And what we have in 5 is the outcome. Always the center is the outcome with this one. What to be expected for the generalized, the end of the day, the summary, I suppose, really. And we've got the dog as our work card today. And that does represent it. It is loyalty. It is friendship. It's ready to go at the drop of a hat. It's being able to rely on what you're doing and what I'm doing through the day today. And if I need to, calling in that inner help. And if having to, actually calling on outer help too. It's about that being ready and prepared and loyal. It doesn't take much for you to actually go, you want to go for a walk with a dog, and they'll be ready. They're there all the time. So I know that mine does anyway. You only have to rattle some keys and it likes to go in the car. It does peanuts. So that's what that's about. So it's being able to actually call on that inner strength of loyalty and, the instantness of it. We've got the moon in our home energy, and that is about going through the cycles. It's what's natural. It's reflecting the sun energy, but to what actually softens and nurtures. So it's a perfect card to actually have in the home space because of why it's a little less than the sun because it doesn't take on the full blast, but in that it gives it the softness and nurturing. So it's sort of indicating to actually nurture self, nurture the home, doing that is natural around that space that is home. Whoopsie, I just realised I don't think I've got my stand very solid there. I had to move it. We've got the younger lady that in the spread today as the unexpected card. So I think that would be indicating that there would be someone who is going to pop into your day that is just a young lady, or it could be speaking about you yourself as being the centre of what your day is, that it is more around that focus for you and nurturing self, why the home one is there to nurture self, or that there's going to be a young lady helping in that task for you today. It's that unexpected card. I really love this card, the tree. It is about the depth of and strength of how trees grow. This is in your role. So plant those roots, reach out those branches and leaves, you know, that metaphorical you that is grounded. Oh gosh, I don't know why I've got someone ringing me and I don't know who it is. I'm just going to have to let that one go. So do to mind that all things are possible in what the rainbow colours bring too. And it's going through that tree of life symbol. So it's all possibilities are going to be there for you in your day to day. It's your responsibility to actually put that grounded solidity, you know, that the roots down and create a lot more of a solid aspect to what you've been working on currently. And that's the same for me. It's getting into continue the sorting and stuff that I'm involved in here to actually have that final move being solid back at Port Elliot. That's what I'm sensing for me anyway. So, and what we've got here right in that centre is the mask. So it's just the different tasks. So there's going to be a couple of different tasks or different faces of different purposes of what I'm doing through the day, where I need to put that new, you know, the different hat on for the different task, the different face on, mask on for a different task or two. Doesn't have to be all directions or multitudes. It just needs to be the one or the two. So it's looking forward to, it's actually that having that different role to play through the day. So being aware of that and remembering that even putting on a mask, you can still be an authentic you through that mask. It's just that you're not revealing the other part of your personality that's not needed for that situation, for instance. Especially if it's like working as a teacher. You're putting on a teacher role. It's like working as your bookkeeper came to mind, because it's what I was working at as my work for a fair while. And so, you know, and then you'd go home and you'd be the mother or that type of thing. I do work from home, so, you know, and I obviously in my third trimester, being grandma type material, I don't need to go home and look after kids, but there are other things that are happening in your life that's going to require just that slight different change of your mask. If you remember those masquerade masks in the old-fashioned balls that we see in movies sometimes. So that is the cards for the day today. So as you go back, just relook, rethink, or refeel what they mean for you. So thank you for watching for the daily spread, and be the best person that you can be. And I'm going to leave it there with namaste, and see you tomorrow. Bye.